Hi again, everyone. I just want to share with you some Walmart transactions. No, I'm sorry, not Walmart. Walgreens transactions that I did. I did make a couple of errors on this because I was thinking that I shouldn't be paying anything, but for some reason, somehow I ended up paying a little money out of pocket. But I think it balanced itself out between the cash and the registry rewards, and I'm going to explain everything to you. Okay, the first transaction I did, I went to the first store, and in there I picked up the cold store treatment, and I picked up this particular soft lips. And I just want to tell you off the bat, this is the incorrect one. This is not the right one for the registry reward. It's not the right one that's on sale. Okay, so when I'm in there, the cashier rings me up. I had planned to use a $10 registry reward that I had to make this transaction come out to be free. So, but anyway, when she rang me up, I was half paying attention and half not, and she told me that even after I gave her the $10 registry reward, I owe her 98 cents. And in my head, I'm like, why do I owe 98 cents? But I gave her $1 because I had it in my pocket. But then I get to looking at the receipt, and it's so much. I got to start questioning things before the transaction is complete, because it's so much easier to fix it before it's done than after it's completed. But anyway, what I realized is that was the wrong soft lips. So, but then when I was pointing it out to the cashier, I wanted to double check the ad and see. Well, she looked in the ad and she's like, "No, that's the right one. You should have $2. You should have got your $2 back." And da da da. And I'm like, "Well, we sure that's the right one? If not, I want to get the right thing." And she was just like, "No, that's the right one." So she called the manager up front, and what he ended up doing was, instead of voiding the transaction and redoing it, he refunded me $2 cash that to take place of the registry reward that didn't print. And he also refunded me 98 cents, which ended up in like a $3.24 because of tax was added to that. So I'm like, okay, but in my head I'm still thinking, I don't know about that. That's not quite right. But anyway, I went on to the second transaction. Now, in the second transaction, this particular soft lip, which is the correct one, the pearl, and it does, when I got out to the car and I looked, the ad does say pearl. See, I don't know if that's in focus or not, but that does say pearl, so that is the correct one. So I had two of the mission items, the mission rehab items, and I had the soft lips. Well, what I had initially planned to do was to use another $10 register reward that I had, plus a $4 one that I had. So, but what happened on this, he applied the $10 register reward and the $3.24 in cash that he owed me from the refund of the first transaction. So when he did that, it still told me I owed 74 cents. I'm like, why am I still paying more money? This is not making sense to me. But then after the fact, when I was sitting in the store, because I was talking to the manager, this was the manager or assistant manager or whoever, but anyway, I was talking to him, but if I figured it out. What happened is I ended up with, because I didn't give him the $4 registry reward, I still was able to keep that. And I ended up with, so that made me have an additional $2 in registry rewards. Although I paid $2 out of pocket, well, actually it was like $1.70 something out of pocket, and I still ended up with $2 extra in registry rewards. You know, I would have rather kept my money in my pocket, but it evened out, and I didn't want to go through that whole hassle of trying to refund everything, because I could have just said, okay, let's stop, let's refund everything, give me all my coupons back, and we're going to start from scratch. But I didn't want to go through all that. So, but it worked out. I think I still came out a little bit on top, because again, I got ended up with $2 more in registered rewards, and I only paid $1.70 something out of pocket. But anyway, that was that. And I think my mind just hasn't been right, because I've been with my son in the hospital all week. He's been in the hospital for the last 2.5 days, and I was in there bored in between him while he was sleeping and waiting on the doctors and nurses to come in and do their rounds and stuff. So, anyway, I was working on some of these transactions, and I don't know, maybe my mind was just still in there. I'm sleep deprived. Anyway, I needed some Lysol, and I was like, oh, we need to do that because I want to disinfect this room, clean it and disinfect it and spray it down with everything. But anyway, I'm going to show you that transaction too. So I go to a second Walgreens because I had to go to see another CVS as well, because the first one was out of some things I was looking for. But anyway, in this Walgreens, I got the muscle rehab, a soft lips, and I had to get a pencil. because I was using 3 register rewards on that. And again, I think I must have been sleep deprived or tired, because on this transaction I had to come out of pocket again, and I'm just like, why am I having to pay money out of my pocket? It shouldn't be anything. Well, my plan was to pay with the $8 register reward for the first transaction. I was going to use that to pay for this transaction. But instead, I think because when I put this plan together, I was at home and I was looking at what I actually had in front of me. I used $2.50 off register rewards and a $4 register reward, which is only $7. So that made my total still $1.16. So I paid that. So I'm up over, I'm like, why am I paying all this money? I need to go home. But I still needed my Lysol, so I didn't go home yet. Anyway, I got the Lysol, which was on sale for $3.49. I had a $1 off coupon, and I had the $2 register rewards from the soft lips that I wanted to use. So I had to get a pencil as a filler. These stupid pencils. So I had to pay 71 cents. If I didn't get that crazy pencil, it only been like 50-something cents. But because I needed the filler, it was 71. So that's a little bit more than $3 right there that I had paid out of pocket. I think somewhere roughly $3 and some change, I guess. So I went home, like, I'm done. I'm tired. I went home. So this morning, because I took my son, he wanted to go to school so bad. So I took him to school, and I'm staying at home just in case they call me, and I won't have to leave wherever I'm at. But anyway, I went out, and I got another cold sore treatment. I was like, I'm going to do this. This is going to work. I picked up a cold sore treatment and a pencil. And because of the register reward that I was using a $6 register reward and a $2 register reward. So that made that transaction 16 cents out of pocket. And that's a lot better. Because, again, the crazy pencil, 16 cents. Okay. So I had the $7, or which is actually $8 register reward. I turned that into this transaction. I pick up another foot rehab cream, another soft lips, and another pencil. Right there. I used the $8 register reward. I didn't really want the pencil, but because it was $8 and the transaction was only a penny short of $8, she wouldn't even adjust it down. I didn't know if they do that or not at Walgreens. But anyway, it was 16 cents again. So what's that, 32 cents for these 2 transactions total. I think I'm done. I'm not doing any more Walgreens this week, unless something phenomenal come up. So, yeah, that's that deal. It's still a pretty good deal. Just make sure that, for one, you get the correct item. And number 2, you use the correct amount of register rewards. And everything should come out with very little out of pocket. Like I said, probably another maybe 16 cents, 50 cents maybe. And that's because of the pencil as the filler items. But anyway, it was still a pretty good haul. I'm happy with it. For the most part, it still worked out it worked out okay, but I know I could have done better. But anyway, learn from my mistakes. Get some sleep. I know I am. I'm finna take a nap, a good long morning nap. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching, listening to me rant on and about my mistakes or whatever, because I still make them. I'm not perfect. Anyway, thank you for watching, and happy couponing.